We want to look at how we can work with Colab instead of downloading Python and then maybe the PyCharm, that is the IDE. And I have saved my data in my Google Drive. So what I want to do, I want to do two things. The first thing I want to do is I want to bring in the data into Colab from my Google Drive. So I say from google.colab import drive. So I'm going to mount the drive, and if you run this command, which I've already done, it will request you to give it access to your Google Drive. So follow the prompt that will be given until it allows you. And then the second thing I want to do is I want to be able to import pandas, which is a package for Python as PD. And then I'm going to read the file that I have there and I've read the file. I want to do a few things. First of all, I want to see the first maybe 6 entries of the data. That is the oil prices data that I have, and there I have the first five, and I can also move ahead and I want to clear this for now. I can move ahead and also look at the tail, the last six or the last five uh, entries in that data. That is how I would go about it. So if I click here, it will show me the first 6 entries, that is from 0 to 5. I can also see the tail down there. If I come here, I can remove it, or I can hide the output or show the output. It's me to decide. And it's always a good practice to put a comment uh, on your code. So it gives you a feel of what you are doing. What else can I do with my data? I can do some data filtering, and I'm still using my DF. So I say my DF, I'm going to log. Remember, if I go back here and I show the hidden output, I have the date, the month, the year, the price, open, high, low, volume 1, vol, and the changes. For example, I want to look at the year that of the data that I have, and the year is capital small y, and then the price, which is capital P, and I see how things go. Let me see what I'll get from this, and it helps me to filter out. It shows me the first 5 entries and the last 5 entries based on the year and the price. If I want something else to be included, for example, maybe the month, for example, or even the volume, I can just say VO earlier with a capital V. So, and that's it. So if I run that code again, it helps me to see what I have. So that is one way that I can use to filter my data. Then I also can add the code here, and maybe I'm interested in looking at if there are any null entries or not a number from the data. I could do the df.loc, and I want to use the df.isNull command, and you see already it gives me an option. It helps me uh, fill in automatically. We want to get a column that has at least one null entry. That means that there are 0 values. So at least one of them, these are some of them. They're just showing you a few of the values. That is how you would go about it. And you could see everything that you have done up to that point in time. So that gives you some of the information that you would be interested in. And these are very simple manipulations that you should be able to do with Python. So I'm going to hide that so that it allows me to add another code here. And here I want to have what we call summary statistics. And I can use the f.describe, and there I go. And what happens? I can get the various entries. There is the count, there is the mean, there is a standard deviation. Some of them, like the year, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but you would be interested in other entries, the quartiles, the minimum, the maximum, and so on from your data. Further, you could go ahead and also be specific. For example, I want to find the f.describe. Then I say include all. Let's see what we get. If we include everything, you can see it includes even those that not a number. It includes them in the analysis, and that can distort your results. So the last thing I want to show you is I want to use the df.log, and then I want to do the df.the year, which is equals to 2021, and df.month is equals to 12. So we are filtering the data based on specific criteria. And what is the criteria for the way we are filtering out our data? Our criteria here is you're looking at the year and the month, and it will give us some output, yes, of the data. So I would have been interested to find out, there's some information I think that I didn't include. I need to open and close the year, and then I open and close. So what has it done? It will only pick the year 2021 in the month of December, and it will give me the prices for the different days of that month for that year. So if, for example, I wanted 2020 in the 60th month, then I'll be able to log, and it will be able to filter uh, my data to give me what I require. So basically, that's in a nutshell how you can be able to use the Colab to help you do some simple data uh, filtering, and helping you to describe your data using the summary statistics. Thank you for watching.